Good morning, boys and girls. I hope that let me move this a little bit. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I really enjoyed our Zoom call yesterday. It's always nice to get to talk with you guys. We do have Coco back there. If you see her, Coco, there she is. Today is day 3 of packet number 6. So that's what today's video is going to be covering. So if you look at packet number 6, it says where it says day 3, we're starting out with phonics. So it says practice spelling and reading words using letter pattern vowel consonant silent E knowledge. After student writes and reads each word, discuss the meaning of the word. So these are the directions for the words that are in the chart below. So you're going to need an adult to help you. And so the adult is going to say the word. Then the student will say the word back to them. Then break the word up into its different sounds. Ask the student to say the whole word, then write the word on the separate piece of paper, stretching and writing for sounds as he or she spells. Ask student to read the word. So what you're going to do is, the first word is shape. So the adult will say shape. You will say shape. Shape. And then you'll write it. Listen to those sounds. Is that A long or short? It says its name, so I think that's long. So that should tell you what goes at the end of that word. After you've said the word, broken it up into its sounds, and you wrote the word, you're going to read it again. Shape. And then you'll do the same thing for the next one. There are 5 words that you are going to do that for. Say the word, break it up into its sounds, say the word again, write it, and read it. Shape. Shape. Write it, and then read it. Shape. So you'll do that for all 5 words. You can just write them on a piece of paper or whatever you have. The next activity is a reading activity. It says using the vowel consonant silent E word list number 2, practice reading words with the consonant vowel consonant silent E pattern. So we're going to go back. We looked at this yesterday for our work. I'm going to share my screen so you know what it looks like. So today we're looking at list number 2. You're going to read all of these words. All of these words have long vowels because they have a vowel, consonant, silent E at the end. So make sure when you read those words, you're reading them with long vowels, not short vowels. So you're going to practice just by reading those words and practicing what you know about consonant, vowel, consonant, silent E words. After you have done that, let's go back to, it says read decodable text Cake on a Bike from the vowel, consonant, silent E decodable text document. So this text is going to have a lot of vowel, consonant, silent E pattern words. So make sure you practice putting those long vowels in there. So it's cake on a bike, and let me find it. Okay. So cake on a bike is right here on the right side of this page. I'm going to read it, and then I want you to read it to yourself. A cake on a bike? Mike had a white bike. Mike had a white bike. Mike went on a bike ride. The bike went fast. The bike went fast up a hill. Then Mike had a fine ride in a wide lot. Next, Mike will take a ride to a cake shop. Mike did get a white cake with a name on it. The name was in red print. The white cake was a gift to Mike's pal Jake. Will Mike take the cake on the bike? Will Mike ride on the bike with a cake? The cake shop will save the fine white cake. Mike will not ride with the cake. So now you need to read that to yourself. Like I said, lots of long vowels in there. We've got vowel, consonant, silent E patterns in lots of those words. After you've done that, it says, explain to someone how the vowel, consonant, silent E pattern in words works. So it gives you a sentence starter. So you need to finish this sentence. When I see the vowel, consonant, silent E pattern, what do you know about that? When you see that vowel pattern, what do you know about it? What does it do to the vowel? So you'll finish that sentence and explain it to someone. When I see the vowel, consonant, silent E pattern, what do you know about that pattern? After you've done that, it says for writing, no assignment today. Let your student write in their journal, call or text a family member, draw or color a picture. So there's nothing in particular that you have to do for writing today. Then it says optional, watch the WHRO Learn to Grow segment from 1:15 to 1:30 and practice what was talked about in today's segment. Next thing we have going on is math. And in math today, it says you need to find someone in your home to be your math buddy. So just like yesterday, you need to find someone that's in your house to be your math buddy. The first activity says, which one doesn't belong? Look at the picture below. Which one doesn't belong? Why? Can you choose another that doesn't belong? Why? So your job is to figure out how much money is in each box. And then based on that, figure out which one doesn't belong. So maybe you figure out which one doesn't belong by color of the coin first. Then you need to figure out which one doesn't belong by something else, not by color. So that's your first task. Look at the picture below, which one doesn't belong and why. And then can you choose another that doesn't belong and why? So maybe first you're looking at the color of the coins. Next you're looking at something else and you're figuring out a different coin that doesn't belong. I'll show you what it looks like. It's right here. Look in these 4 different boxes. First, maybe you're looking at the coin's color to figure out which box doesn't belong, but then you need to look at something else, not color, and figure out which coin doesn't belong or which box doesn't belong. It says, how much is each picture worth? How do you know? So when it says how much is each picture worth, you need to figure out how much money is in each box. Think about how much each coin is worth. We know that pennies are worth 1 cent, nickels are worth 5, and dimes are worth 10. So if you know that, your job is to figure out now how much money is in each box based on what you know each coin is worth. And you can write the answers to these questions down so that if you choose to turn them in at the end of the week, you may. Next are some money riddles. It says that a riddle is kind of like clues, and you have to figure out what they're talking about. So the first one says, I am worth 5 cents. What am I? What else could I be? So first you might think of a coin that's worth 5 cents. And once you answer that, what am I? It says, what else could I be? So maybe not a coin that's worth 5 cents, but maybe you could show 5 cents in a different way. And that could also be what it is. And the next one says, I am worth 10 cents. What am I? What else could I be? So for example, for that one, we know that a dime is worth 10 cents. So the first answer could be a dime, and then it says, what else could I be? What other coins could equal 10 cents? I could say it could be 2 nickels. It could be 10 pennies. So that's an example for you. When it says, what else could I be? You need to think about it in terms of other coins. Next one says, I am worth 25 cents. What am I? What else could I be? So you need to answer those questions, those riddles. Figure out based on what the clues are, what it's talking about, what coin is it talking about, and then see if you can make that amount in a different way. Then it says, describe each coin and explain how you got your answers. Can you create your own riddle? So on a piece of paper, describe each coin. How do you know a dime is a dime? How do you know a penny is a penny? And explain how you got your answers to the clues. Can you create your own riddle? So see if you can create your own riddle about money and see if you can get your math buddy to figure it out. And if you need help at all during this, you can always look at the money anchor chart. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Oh, the money anchor chart is right here. So it shows us how much each coin is worth. It shows us what each coin looks like and how each coin could be shown in a different way. So if you need to look at that while you're doing your work, you absolutely can. So now that we're done with that, let's go back and see what we have to do next. So that is it for math today, actually. And now we're moving on to content. It says people make choices because they can't have everything that they want. When people have money, they can choose to save it or spend it. Yesterday, we talked about the difference between spending and saving. Saving is when you keep your money and choose to maybe use it later on. Spending it is when you use your money to buy something now. Look at the picture you made yesterday. Well, you have to save money to get it. So yesterday you drew a picture of, I believe, something that you want. Yes, something that you really want to buy. So look at your picture from yesterday when you drew a picture of something that you really want to buy and answer the question, will you have to save money to get it? And it says read the pages saving money. So let's find that now. Okay. Saving money. What is saving? Putting money aside before spending. It is called saving. Earnings are money that you are paid or given. Costs are money you spend to buy things. To save money, earnings must be more than costs. So that means if you're saving money, you have to be having more money than you are spending. It says savings add up small amounts of money. Small amounts of money add up over time. If you put $2 in a jar each week, you will have 8 at the end of the month. After saving for a year, you will have more than $100. So if you put some money away and you keep adding to it, that saved up money is going to get bigger and bigger. Saving at home. Saving money at home is easy. You can put the money you save in a jar or piggy bank. As you add money, you can watch the jar fill with your savings. Saving money at a bank. You can save money at a bank. Banks pay interest. Interest is a little bit of money the bank gives you for keeping money at their bank. When you take out your money, the bank gives it back with interest. Saving is smart. Saving money is a good choice. By saving money now, you can buy things you will need and want later. Saving money helps you plan for the future. And some glossary terms. Bank is a place where people keep their money. Choice is when we pick or select from several things. A cost is the amount of money you need to spend on something. Earnings are money received for working or as a gift. Interest is a charge for borrowed money that is usually a percent of the amount borrowed. And spend is to use money to buy things. So, just to kind of talk about the end of this where it says saving is smart, it's a good idea to save money because sometimes you never know what can happen. You might think that there's nothing big that you need to spend your money on, but maybe one day the air conditioning goes out. That's some money that you're going to have to spend to get it fixed that you didn't know you were going to have to spend because you couldn't know that the air conditioning was going to stop working. So that's why it's a good idea to save some money for things like that are unexpected that might happen. That's an adult example. But maybe if you get an allowance or you have some money as a gift, maybe if you save some of your money, maybe one day you're at home and you all of a sudden hear the ice cream truck coming by. And if you hadn't been saving money, maybe you wouldn't have any to use. But if you hear that ice cream truck coming and that music, and you get your mom or dad and you say, I've saved up some money, I have some money, can I go get some? Maybe you can go get some ice cream from the ice cream truck. You didn't know that the ice cream truck was going to come, but because you saved up some money, you happen to have some that you could use when you didn't even know that it was gonna there was gonna be an opportunity to get something. So that's an idea why it's just a good idea to save money because you never know when things will come up. So after we've read that, it says to pretend you are a news reporter. You are interviewing an adult about saving money. Ask these questions. So find an adult at home and you're pretending you are a news reporter and you're asking them these questions. The first one is, do you save money for something you want? And see what the adult says. Your next question for the adult at home is, what are you saving your money for? Your next question is, if you don't save your money, what do you spend it on? And your last question for the adult is, how important do you think it is to save money? So you are the news reporter and your job is to get these answers from an adult at home. So make sure, and if you want to turn in this piece of work at the end of the week, you can always write down the questions and have the adult you're asking write down their answers. It says an optional activity at the end is you can learn more about where people save money by taking a tour of a bank. You can watch it by going to, and there's a link to a website there. Type bank and money field trip in the search bar. Select the video of the same name that tours SunTrust Bank. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to click it and let's see what happens. So this is kind of like a, it's a field trip on a website. So let's see. I'm going to see what happens. So it says, type bank and money field trip. Bank and money field trip. Okay, so I clicked the link. And I'm going to type in this search bar, bank and money field trip. Pops up right here. Bank and money field trip. Penny and the kid version, kids visit SunTrust Bank and explore a real money collection. So I'm going to click this. And this is what we're going to watch.
We are going to find out everything there is to learn about banks and money.
So that's something that you can watch if you would like. The link is right there. and is available for you to click. And like I did, you type in bank and money field trip and that should come right up. So that is the last activity that we have for today. Tomorrow will be day 4. Like we said in our Zoom call yesterday, I'm going to send an email out today also to remind all parents. We are actually not going to have a Zoom on Thursday because the teachers are going to be at school kind of cleaning out the classrooms and gathering up your supplies that you left there when we didn't know that we wouldn't be coming back. So all your stuff is still at school and we're going to kind of gather it together and get it ready for you to come pick up later on. So because we won't be at home, we'll be at school, we're not going to have our class Zoom on Thursday. We will continue to have them next week, but not on Thursday. And like I said, I'm going to send a parent email out about that at some point today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. As always, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here to help. Boys and girls, I love you and I miss you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.